Hi everyone, hope you had a wonderful holiday. So my name here is Winglock and I would like to introduce Leet Capital. Before I introduce Leet Capital, our equity crowdfunding platform, I would like to introduce our parent company, Leet Ventures. At Leet Ventures, we run accelerators and we are a venture capital firm. Our main services are management consulting, market access, and funding. Our main goal is to nurture and grow entrepreneurship in Malaysia. We believe in Malaysian talent and we have seen them grow spectacularly. To show this, we have managed to generate an annual return of 30 to 40% on our investment portfolio, with our latest success story being Senang, generating an excess return of 75x. So why equity crowdfunding? We want to, number one, fund promising companies, and number two, provide new investment avenues for investors. Take Qmed, for example. They have received interest from institutional investors, but they have opted for ECF. The reason for this is simple, is to instead of onboarding just one institutional investors, Qmed can now have the opportunity to onboard a range of investors. With 1.5K, you can take a stake in one of the fastest growing startups in the region with an expected ROI of 5 to 7x. This is because we believe everyone can create value for a company, no matter the ticket size. A retail investor can take part in promoting Qmed Asia solutions. An angel investor can open doors, and their existing and potential clients can integrate deeper with Qmed Asia. So what is our differentiator with other equity crowdfunding platforms? We have, number one, the investment expertise. Number two, we don't fundraise for any and everyone. We have skin in the game. Currently, our founder has personally taken stake in all the deals on our platform, either through our VC arm or on a personal basis. Lastly, we fundraise for change. With Qmed Asia, we are looking to expand existing healthcare capacity. With Accrue, we're looking to safeguard retirement for all individuals. With Green Factory, we're looking to combat deforestation. And with Arus Oil, we're looking to refuel renewable energy. So we would like everyone and anyone to take part in investing and invest in the change that you'd like to see tomorrow. And that's pretty much it for the introduction of Leet Capital. I would like to now pass the time over to Dr. Kev.
Yeah, thanks everyone for having the time today to attend to this pitch Tuesday night by Leet Capital. So allow me to share my screen over here. So before we start, let me introduce about myself. Myself is Dr. Kev here. I'm Dr. Kev here. I am the co-founder and CEO of Qmed Asia. So Qmed Asia is a healthcare technology company. We are here to digital transformations the healthcare industry in Malaysia and also the Southeast Asia regions. So when we talk about the healthcare industry, so first thing, I believe first thing come to a lot of people's mind is the long waiting time. Basically, whenever you think of want to visit to any healthcare facility, particularly the government center, you think of the long waiting time, the very poor visiting experience. Nowadays, even you want to talk about the visiting to the private center, those who are very high demand, you will face the long waiting time. This is the pain point faced by everyone, not just in Malaysia, in the worldwide as well. And from this Malaymo online study, you can see that on average, people spend 2 to 5 hours just to go through the entire medical follow-up, medical consultations. So behind here, there is actually a lot of pain point yet to be addressed in this healthcare industry. So you can see that operational inefficiency, the imbalanced healthcare worker, fragmented health data, the limited access to the healthcare, and unsustainable healthcare costs are all pain points that we have in our healthcare ecosystem nowadays. So that's why we want to shape the future of healthcare. So that is our company main focus. So for me, personally, the future of healthcare is something that can be achieved by using technology, which is what we company been doing, what Qmed Asia been doing. So for me, I want to see that everyone implement online booking system in the healthcare facility, so that everyone, whenever want to see a doctor, want to see a hospital appointment, they can book the appointment online. And on the same day itself, the appointment day itself, they can get reminder, and then they can check in online and get a queue ticket online and can monitor their queue status, so that they do not need to congest or they do not need to stuck in the healthcare facility for nothing. And from there, we also want to implement the self-registration kiosk to streamline the entire process. Do not need to, because of lack of manpower in the hospital, that causing a long queue line just to seeing that one or two counter operating. Then of course, we also think that teleconsultation should be standardized practice so that the patient can be followed up with doctors remotely. And not just consultation, we also want to bring more value to this teleconsultation by implementing virtual hospital solutions. What do you mean by virtual hospital solutions? Is something like we want the patients to be monitored at home, same like the experience that can monitor in the hospital, so that all the vital signs can be synced to the treating physicians remotely, so the doctors can give a better management from there. So of course, we also thinking e-pharmacy will be there, medication delivery, medication refill, and home healthcare. What is home healthcare meaning? We want to send the doctors, we want to send the nurses to bring the healthcare to you at your doorstep. And of course, not forgetting, we also want to enable the healthcare lab tests to be done, health screening to be done at home. And what is IOMT? IOMT stands for Internet of Medical Things. So this is the latest things where we can put in gadgets, smart IoT gadgets at home to help to monitor the patients remotely. Okay. Next will be the healthcare gamifications. When we talk about the chronic diseases, it's not about advising the patients to take medication online on time, but rather you need to implement some of the gamifications tools, some of the more intuitive solutions to make the patients live more healthily. Of course, the genomic and precision healthcare is the future, where we can get a lot of insight from the genomic of that persons, and from there we can plan for the digital therapeutic, which is a very personalized therapeutic healthcare plan for the patients. So these are the future of healthcare, some of the future of healthcare that we envisions. So I believe most of you can see that this is something not so foreign to you, because a lot of things have been implemented nowadays, and we are here to introduce our company. So we are the one who actually implement quite a lot of healthcare solution in the market nowadays. So we started with 4 persons back in 2019. That 4 persons, including myself, Dr. Tai, my co-founder Nick Tai, and Michelle Tai. When we launched our solution at the time, a lot of people still don't know what is the RPM solutions, do not know what is online queue solutions, but we are very passionate about healthcare. And fast forward to today, 2022, we have grown up to a 50 packs manpower strong company, and all of us share the same visions. We are very passionate about healthcare. We want to bring something, we want to bring an impact, and also want to bring some change to the healthcare industry. So this is my company, Qmed Asia. We are a healthcare technology startup founded by doctors. So we are here to solve the pain point faced by healthcare providers, faced by patients, and also faced by the payer by using the digital health solutions. So we are here to make the healthcare more affordable, more accessible, and same time we want to maintain the quality and the safeness of the healthcare. So fast forward today, we have been quite lucky to be endorsed by our Ministry of Health to be their official partner in launching some of the digital solutions to government clinics. So we implemented online appointment service to over more than 400 government clinics, Klinik Kesehatan in Malaysia. We also being endorsed as the official partner by Ministry of Science and Technology Innovation, MoSTI, last year, by providing both the clinical and also the digital queue solutions for the PPV center nationwide. And we also incorporated into MySejahtera app. So under the digital health module, we help the citizen to book appointment and queue to the nearby healthcare facility nationwide. So back to our company, we understand the healthcare is very complex. That's why we actually come up with various solutions to address different stakeholders in this healthcare ecosystem. So these are the 4 stakeholders we are addressing: healthcare provider, patients, corporate, and pharmaceutical company. So for healthcare provider, it's a B2B business model. We provide solutions for clinics, for hospitals, to help them to implement this kind of digital solutions like appointment and telehealth that I mentioned earlier. And we also have B2C solutions where we directly provide solutions for patients by providing them the home lab tests, the home nursing care solutions. And we also have solutions for corporate by providing the corporate's employee wellness benefits program. And we're also helping pharmaceutical company to provide some of the clinical survey and also healthcare campaign solutions. So these are some of the detail of the solutions that we implement for different stakeholders. Of course, our bread and butter, our main focus is our B2B, the healthcare provider solutions. We can divide into three major modules here. We help the hospital or clinics to improve their patient experience. We help the hospital introduce their virtual hospital solutions. We also help the hospital to add value by providing more medical assistance solutions. So these are some of the solutions that we're actually implementing to our clinic chain and also the hospital ecosystem. And talking about the digital health solution for patients, I think it's quite straightforward. We offer a full range end-to-end service from helping the patients to look for their healthcare appointments, to getting their queue ticket online, to getting the doctors to speak to the patients online, and also sending the doctors and nursing care to the patient doorstep and helping the patient to do their health screening at home. So in terms of the corporates, which is our newly launched segment this year, we are providing something very interesting in the market. We provide the mini clinics at the workplace. So this mini clinic is something like clinics that can set up in the corporate office, can set up in the factory, that the patients can go into this mini clinic, get the doctor's consultations, and get the vital monitor remotely by the doctors, and also getting the medication delivery to the doorstep. And we are actually implementing in 3 phases. Phase 1, just the telehealth booth, the mini clinics. Later phase, we're coming with the vending machines and also a smart locker system. And in terms of the digital solutions for pharmaceutical company, it's quite straightforward. We help the pharmaceutical company to conduct clinical survey and help them to interpret the data by doing a data analytic. And of course, we also help them to do some healthcare content and also healthcare campaign. So in a nutshell, Qmed Asia, we provide integrated and end-to-end patient journey solutions for appointment to queue, teleconsultation, RPM stands for remote patient monitoring, to entire patient portal. So till that, since the company launch, we have been serving more than 4,000 healthcare providers, coming from 800 healthcare facilities, both the hospital and social clinics. And we also serve more than 3 million of the patients till date and manage more than 12 million of unique booking till date. So you can see some of the what we call the clientele. We actually have clientele coming both from the government sector and also from the private sector. So these are some of the working partners that we actually have in this healthcare ecosystem. We have the healthcare provider from both the clinic chain, hospital chain, we have the pharmaceutical company as our partner, and we have the TPA or insurance as our partner, and also our lab and services partner. So in terms of the Google trend, if you go Google it, you can counter check this result. In terms of Google trend, actually, we are the one top in the Google search among all the leading digital health players in Malaysia. You can see we are the blue line, and people search for us in terms of healthcare compared to all the other digital health players in Malaysia. So we have a very robust business model. Our business model actually crafted based on different stakeholders. So in our digital solution for healthcare provider is a SaaS model. So we provide solution for clinics. We charge the clinic in a subscription model. And we also provide solution for hospital. Hospital, we will normally incur some of the project fee because need to customize the solutions to suit the hospital need. And from there, we charge from subscription model. So that is quite straightforward. For the patient solutions, we actually charge for pay-per-use business model. And for corporate, you also come back to the subscription model. And pharmaceutical company is based on the project basis. So this is my team. I think we have the right team. Also something unique about our company. Our company is founded by myself and Dr. Tai. We are both medical doctors. We combine experience of 15 years, more than 15 years in the industry. I myself coming from various tertiary hospital experience, Hospital Sedang, Selayang, Sungai Buloh, Bintulu from Sarawak. And that made me well versed on the healthcare in terms of the tertiary care services. And Dr. Tai is coming from the primary care, Hospital MoUs, Klinik Kesihatan Segamat, Qualitas Clinic, JB. So actually combined, we understand the healthcare from primary care all the way to the tertiary care. Of course, together with me, we have Dr. Sim. Dr. Sim is our CMO here. He is the occupational health physician, and same time he also lead Babylon. He used to lead Babylon Health, a medical AI company, in terms of the Apex region, helping them in terms of clinical AI researcher department. And of course, we also Dr. Eric is a consultant, intervention radiologist, also a Bachelor of Computer Science, double head in the UMC currently. I also have Nick Tai running as COO from Capitals, Wilson as a chartered accountant. And throughout the year, we also have won some of the recognitions and awards from various institutes. So we are actually recognized by Cradles. Cradle is one of the under MOH agency. We actually received a grant of 500K from Cradles. We also graduated from Magic under Innovation Healthcare. We also won some of the prizes in some of the competitions like Leet Capital. We won the top one in the 1337 Venture ETF Accelerator. We win a top 5 winner in the SAP Selangor program. We also win for the Digital Health Innovation Challenge by AstraZeneca and the Embassy of Sweden. And we also winner of the Magic Global Accelerator program last year. So this year, we actually just got award for Malaysia Book of Record by achieving the most medical appointment made in Malaysia. So our company have gone through a long way, even though just 4 years, but we managed to achieve quite a lot of milestones here. We started in January 2019, and the time we only started with just very simple solutions, appointment and queue to solve the long waiting time. But along the way, we gotten a very promising response from our colleague, our healthcare provider ourselves. And from there, we actually get requests to come up with more value-added services to help them to implement to their practice. And that's how we actually expanded our digital health ecosystem. And of course, this year, we actually expanding our company to our regional country like Indonesia, Philippines, Cambodia, and Vietnam. And coming years, we are putting more effort into coming up with more data analytic and medical AI solutions. And we aim to go IPO in the next 3 to 4 years' time. So these are the plan of our SEA expansions in the next 1 to 2 years' time. Malaysia as our homegrown local ground, and we want to expand our market share to Indonesia, Philippines, Cambodia, and Vietnam. And Vietnam, we actually have joined the Startup Wheels program, and we actually out of 150 startups joining the international competitions, we actually won as the top 5 winner, and we actually gotten some of the virtual office and also the local partner and connections to help us to start our business over in Vietnam. In Cambodia, we just recently launched our MoU signing with the Meet Doctors, which is the telehealth player in the Cambodia. And these two markets, we are going to implement our corporate solutions over there, the mini clinic solutions over there. In fact, we have just deployed our first mini clinic into Cambodia, one of the corporates in Cambodia there. And in Indonesia, we're going to bring in our hospital solutions. We have deployed our hospital mobile queue solutions to the hospital in Surabaya in Indonesia. And we are looking for more hospitals to implement our solutions over there. And I just came back from another site visit to Jakarta. And this time around, I actually have the opportunity to visit to the government hospital and also the government clinics to better understand their workflow and their pain points so that we can offer suitable solutions for them. And talking back on Malaysia, we are included in our National Technology Innovation Sandbox, NTIS. And you can see that we have introduced our solution to our ministry level, to our KSU level, and even we have deployed our solution in the Ministry of Health HQ over there. So in terms of a company financial, we are actually positive cash flow. We have actually break even after 2 years of incorporation, and our financial is June. So our latest financial year, we actually closing at 12.4 million of revenue with a profit of 2.4 million. And you can see from our revenue stream, we have quite a balanced revenue stream. We have 39% coming from our provider solutions, 25% coming from our clinical solutions, and of course we have 35% coming from the PPV project from last year, and 1% coming from other solutions like our pharmaceutical company. And this one not included the newly launched the corporate solutions that can include in our next year financial revenue. In terms of revenue forecast, we understand 35% of the revenue previous years is one time off due to the PPV, the pandemic project. But with the expansions to the region and with the expansion of the coverage of solutions to the corporate stakeholder, we still very positive that our revenue can continue to grow. Our next year revenue, we are estimating we can reach to 13.5, maintain at 13.5. And subsequent year, we can actually give a year over year of the revenue growth of 30%. And this time we are actually seeking for a fundraising exercise. We are seeking for 6 million for 6% stake. And this time, why we seek for the fundraising is because we want to expand our company to the regional expansions. So that's why the fundraising exercise mainly will be using for the market expansions, also team growth. Of course, we also want to put in 40% in the product developments and also upgrading our current digital infrastructures. And 25% will be using for our partnership marketing and also the user acquisitions process. So in terms of the comparison, why we think that our company valuations is quite a modest valuations. You can see that Dr. Anyway, Speeddoc actually recently just managed to fundraise for 14 mil USD. So you can see all the players in the region, Speeddoc and Dr. Anyway, Homage, HelloDoc, Naluri, Helmetric from Malaysia. They are raising much higher compared to us, even though we are a positive cash flow company, because we think that we want to get more doctors to be coming to this round so that we can grow even faster in the next round. So talking about our local landscape, you can see our partner talk to us. They are actually raising USD 8 mil to 10 mil for their expansions. And Naluri actually just secured 7 mil USD early this year for their regional expansions. And in terms of global landscape, even though you're talking about global landscape, there's economic recessions, but healthcare wise actually is not much, because healthcare is actually booming. In terms of the international landscape, you can see Biden actually pay 1.5 billion USD for a China hospital chain in the healthcare foray. And Amazon from US, they actually scoop out primary care company One Medical in a deal valued at 3.9 billion USD. So that there is a lot of potential in the healthcare industry. So what I want to mention is, if you want to invest, if you are investing in us, Qmed Asia, you are investing in a group of people who are very passionate about healthcare, and we are actually really shaping the future of healthcare. All the modules that I mentioned earlier are in our pipeline, or mostly 80% actually have rolled out to the market, and we believe we have more potentials in the near future. Then. So I think that's my last slide. I open for Q&A session.
Thanks, Dr. Kev. So let's look at the Q&A sessions right now. There are there's two questions posted by Charlie Chia. I think the first question is, who are your competitors domestically and regionally?
So you can see that our company actually address different stakeholders in the regions. So in the healthcare industry. So in terms of B2B, we do have a competitor like QB are providing queue system, and Qmed are providing appointment queue and teleconsultations. And in terms of B2C segment, the teleconsultation model, that one actually very much a lot of competitor in the market. So we have the Bulldog, we have Talk to Us, Doctor On Call. They are focusing on e-pharmacy and teleconsultations platform. And also in terms of the corporate side, we also have certain player in the regions there. In terms of the regional wise, you're talking about Indonesian market, the one we actually actively going to venture into. In terms of Indonesia, you're talking about B2C, HelloDoc, Doctors, they are the unicorn in Indonesia. So they are the biggest player in terms of B2C. And that's why I answer the second questions, what makes us stand out from all these players, right? Because we not really just focusing just one stakeholder. And you can see our company actually more focused on B2B, providing value to hospitals, providing value to clinics. Why we think that is our strength? Because we are doctors ourselves. We understand how the healthcare system works, how we run in the hospital, have given us the better understanding on how we crafted solutions to treat the hospital. And that's where we come in. So in terms of the venture in the Indonesian market, we don't see any very strong competitor yet in this space in terms of B2B, providing solution for hospital, providing solution for clinics. So what we think that our company strength is like this. We want to provide a very comprehensive solutions. So this comprehensive solution is sort of like building our company defense barrier so that no one actually can easily copy what we have done in the market.
Okay. The third question is, will you be able to hit unicorn status?
There is definitely potential. We cannot rule out this potential, but we don't really aim to reach the unicorn status. Rather, we are focusing on bringing sustainability on our company. We are not really focusing on pushing the valuations to a unicorn, but then with a negative balance sheet. So we are pushing for modest valuations, but with a positive balance sheet to make our company sustainable. As we can see that winter is coming, so I think that is our company currently main focus of.
Okay. And then the next question is, what about going IPO? In the event of not being able to IPO, what will happen for investors to claim returns?
Yes, we have endorsed a certain party to help us to plan for our IPO process. Currently, we have switched our auditor to Crow Auditor, and also getting MBank to come in to help us to plan for our IPO process. We are currently still very positive and confident our IPO process in the next 3 to 4 years time. So in terms of the event not being able to IPO, what will happen? We will definitely continue to reward our current shareholder based on the interest that we gotten from our company, and we can still plan for IPO in the next another few years time.
All right. What is your competitive advantage?
We have a track record being in the market for 4 years, have been implemented our solutions for various healthcare facility, be it in government, be it in private, and recently being into a foreign market. So we believe that our solutions did bring some values to the healthcare provider. And why we are confident, because we are the healthcare provider ourselves. Our founding team is a healthcare provider ourselves. We know what we are doing, and we think that we can definitely stand a point in this ecosystem.
So there's another question is asking, what is your exit plan?
Yeah. My exit plan definitely going for IPO is our main focus. That's why we actually plan for all the process. But we are still open for M&A if we can find a very strategic partner where we can actually have 1 + 1 more than 3 formula if we manage to find this strategic partner.
All right. Is there any other questions from the floor? Okay. Otherwise, participants, ladies and gentlemen, you can actually scan the QR code here to view the campaign page that Qmed Asia is running right now. And if you are interested to invest, you can go into this campaign page, scan the QR code, go into this campaign page, and then put in the lots that you want, and then you can subscribe right now. Is there any other questions? Is there any questions from the Facebook Live, Shannon?
No.
Okay.
The question has already been dropped in the chat, so I think we can proceed.
Okay. Then can you put up the slides for this coming Thursday event? Yeah. Thank you very much. Okay. So everyone, to just add on before we go, Qmed Asia will be delivering a physical session talk on the future of healthcare this Thursday, so 1st of December at Care Ltd. We will start the sessions at 11 a.m. To help us visualize the future of the healthcare industry, the co-founder and CEO of Qmed Asia, Dr. Kev, will be illustrating the company's big picture, goals to investors to help them understand how Qmed services help the healthcare industry through their technological solutions. So the event is free admissions. So if you are interested to join the session, please scan the QR code on the screen to register. So the seats are limited. It will be based on first come, first serve basis. So you can scan the QR code and RSVP now. It's a physical event. It will be happening at Care Ltd.
Just add on. If you're interested to see some of the solutions, we actually will showcase or bring our telehealth booth for them, bring our storage over there, and also our Qmed Go, the mobile clinic solutions for them for you to have a look.
Oh, that will be very interesting then.
Yeah.
Oh, I think the link is not right. I think you all just scan the QR code, or else you can use this link for RSVP.
The link is correct.
Correct.
Yeah.
So you were saying about the space is which one?
No. It's okay.
Yeah. Okay. Then I think just scan QR code to RSVP will be the fastest way. All right.
Yeah, either the link, we have also dropped it in the chat box.
Yeah, you can click on the chat box there, click on the link to register. Okay, Nick.
Yeah, hello, Alice.
Hi, Nick. Yeah, you would like to share something with the participants?
Yep, I think before we end the session, right, I want to add on something about our competitive advantage. Hello, everyone. I'm Nick Tai from Qmed. I'm one of the co-founder and currently running as operation director. So speaking about our competitive advantage, because we are a young group of people, not only consisted of doctors, and I myself coming from an engineering background. I was an engineer running in Singapore for more than 4 years. So we do envision that the future will be consist of nothing less than everything about software. So the whole solution is based on a SaaS model, software as a service. So the number one competitive advantage that we have is the cloud solution. So talking about the first year, right, we actually invested more than 1 million ringgit Malaysia in our software together with our operation in order to build our software up and together with our operation team. From there, we managed to scale up to where we are today. As you could see from the slide, we have more than 400 clinic kesehatan. By running by a small team, we have around 3 to 5% taking care of 400 clinic kesehatan. That is something that you could not build overnight. And that is what we achieved for the past 4 years. And of course, that is just in Malaysia. So we are doing the same thing again in Indonesia. We have spent the past 6 months talking to one of the conglomerate in Indonesia. They have the influence over 3,000 hospitals. Yes, 3,000, that is even more than what we have in Malaysia, combining the government and private in hospital in Malaysia. So we already started our pilot hospital in Indonesia. This is why Dr. Kev and me have been flying over a few times. And we already started the operation. That is going to scale up in the next 12 months to in terms of tens and in terms of hundreds. So we are playing the same game by using our appointment and queue system. And we do have our monetization behind the scene, which is our self-registration kiosk. So to me, it's very interesting. The barrier of entry for healthcare industry is actually very high. So we do have our advantage of having doctors in the team, understanding the market, and we pay a lot of effort in order to come into the market. And now we have the reputation together with our secured system. So actually the client come to us. They even including this Indonesian client that emailed us to ask for us to go over and show them how we run the system. So now it's the exponential phase where we have more and more clients coming in, which is why we love to have more doctors and stakeholders coming in together to give more feedbacks on our system and to grow the company even further. So another advantage that we have is doctors tech team. We have 50 and 50, combination of both. We not only we have a tech team, we have a medical team running. So we know what kind of corporate solution that we can come up with. So we could run the corporate solution on our own. We send our own team down to the corporate. For example, like Nestle, we've been, serving them for more than half a year, and we have the whole solution for them. We got all the experience from running PPV. So more and more corporates are asking for solution like that, and having the advantage of making the solution and the medical team, making us a very unique company to provide such a solution. So I do hope that we get to see you guys probably in face-to-face in Leet Capital. We have our physical solution there, or we could talk more if you want to PM us or something.
Thanks, Nick.
Yeah. Thanks, Alice.
So if there's no other questions, I think we will wrap up now. I would like to say thank you to Qmed's team for the presentation. Thanks, Dr. Kev, and thank you for everyone for your time by participating in this event. See you again in our next Pitch Tuesday night event. Thanks. Thanks, you.
Alice.
Thank
Thanks,
you,
everyone.